Nah, bro, I won't have joint pain after lifting heavy. So if you're something like me, then you've just started going to the gym or you've been going to the gym for a while now, and you think you're superhuman, you think you're this cocky little shit, and nothing ever is going to happen to you. That every influencer talks about, that, oh, joint pain is a real thing, or what else do I say that's just cocky and just happened? And then I was like, well, this doesn't happen. Um, we're just saying a weak shit like like sleep doesn't matter, and I can just thug it out. Like if you say shit like this, and then reality actually hits where these things do exist. So joint pain's a real thing. If you didn't know, I think a lot of people who start the gym they don't really realize it. They're like, oh, you can just lift the weight to increase it every week. If you have that mindset, some people just like they go to the gym and they're just pussies. But if you're somewhat of an ambitious guy, you're like, yeah, I'm just going to increase the weight every week, and if my form's all right, it's all right. No, completely wrong. You've got to master the basics. You've got to master the form first. So if you don't know, I come from like an American football kind of background, so I like play American football at uni and contact sports like that. And so because you throw the ball, you're like it's a overhead throwing sport. You throw the ball, so your rear delts really get fucked. And because I never went gym before while I was playing American football, so my rear delts were like cooked at the end of the season. Just because like I'm not even a quarterback, so I just even throwing it in practice and then throwing it with friends again and again. Probably with improper form as well. Now looking back on it, my rear delts were fucking cooked, bro. And so I remember starting gym and just it was a fucking pain, bro. Like doing the overhead tricep and like a skull crushers and overhead press, like doing shoulder press. Like I could not do it. It literally like I thought I was gonna like break my arm or some shit or like tear my shoulder apart because my rear delts were fucking cooked. And so I realized it early because I remember when I did went gym for the first time, which was like years ago, I just thought like, oh, joint pain's not a real thing. Just keep on pushing the weight. But you've got to, pay attention to it. And because for a month or two now, pardon me. So because for a month or two when I started gym this year, I just kept on going, pushing on the weight. I didn't really care about my rear delt. I was like, whatever, it'll just get better by its own. It did not get better by its own, and I genuinely thought it was gonna tour, and I'm gonna be out for the gym for a while. So I was like researching it, for like fucking 2 weeks. It's like, what do I do? How to fix it? And yeah, rear delt flies fixed the whole thing, really. Yeah, just spamming rear delt flies for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and my rear delt pain just kind of went away after that. So it was clearly just like weak muscles there that contributed to all the joint pain. But yeah, that's just to say that yeah, joint pain's a real thing, and if you don't like try to get ahead of it, you're gonna be behind it, and you're just gonna like get fucked. Your gym progress is gonna get fucked. You're not gonna be able to spend as much time in the gym, and it's always better to be precautious of your injury than spend months out with an injury because then you lose all your fucking gym progress and you can't even go gym. So that was one, doing the rear delts. I should have done rear delts early, included as part of my program, especially when my fucking rear delts already hurting. Doing rear delt flies, like literally just stay with my shoulders because I feel so great now and my shoulders feel stronger than ever. And on top of that, doing rear delts is just good for you, performance and just performance of your shoulders, really. So always do your rear delts. That's what I learned. And then I have other joint pains as well. I remember when I was squatting a couple of years ago, I have like really bad hip, like pain. I don't know if that's not really joint or like ligament, I guess. That's just I don't know really what it is. Maybe the hip hinge or some shit. But I mean, I still don't actually try fix it. I just like kind of live with it. But my squats, what maybe 120. I'm squatting for 8 reps right now, but I still haven't really fixed the problem. And that's a bad thing. So if I could start gym again, I'd probably just try to keep it part of my routine that I do that batty man exercise where it's like I don't know what it's called, but like I don't want to do it because it just looks batty, but just the one where you like open and close the legs. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that if I did that at the start of my routine and just included that for 8 9 months, well, I probably would have no hip problems whatsoever. And it's probably just good for performance as well, man. Like hips are everything. Hips are everything. Shoulders are everything. Like these things matter, and especially for performance sport. If you're an athlete, or you just want to play around with your like I don't know your friends when you're like wrestling or some shit, or you just want to play sports like football or some shit, like it matters. So really key in on fucking joint pain. Joint pain's a real thing, and try to get ahead of it any way you can. And my third joint pain problem is probably my wrist. My wrist is fucked. I say joint pain, but I really mean like ligament slash joint. You know what I mean? So like my wrist ligaments are fucked right now, and I know how this happened. This has been like since the start of my gym journey, so like the past 10 months. Like my barbell curl forms were like fucking abysmal. So like my like fist weren't in the right place when I was doing it. You're supposed to like put your knuckles up to the air or something like that, whereas I was just like kind of moving it with my wrist, and the more load you put on it, the more your wrist just gets fucked. And so that's a big thing as well, man. Form is important because now my wrist is fucked. Like if I saw, at the start of my gym journey, I was like, all right, how do I actually do fucking bicep curls properly or barbell curls properly? I wouldn't have this problem right now. But right now, my wrist is really fucked, and I'm still going to gym with it because I ain't a pussy. But I got to like work around it. I can't do the fucking bar anymore, bar extension on tricep overhead or fucking press downs. I need to do the rope because that was like, I don't know, it feels better on the wrist. It doesn't feel like I don't feel that much on the wrist as when I do it with a bar, which really fucking hurts. So yeah, it's really important. Fucking just getting ahead of the fucking problem is really important. And what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just make sure, bro. Just make sure that you're doing everything you can to just keep your body in healthy shape. Because a healthy body, you're gonna be able to put on more muscle on a healthy body. If you have fucking wrist problems here, ligament problems there, joint pain here, like it's just gonna be a fucking drag. So those exercises which no one does, like red out flies or those fucking I don't know what you call them again, and then well, it's just like learning barbell curl form properly. Probably I mean my shoulders are pretty good now, and I don't have that much elbow pain, but I think that's because like I really keyed in on my bench press form. So if you like do like this, you probably have more chance of fucking getting a getting a shoulder problem. Whereas I'm a bit more of a close grip bench guy, and so I get a lot of stimulus on my tricep, and my shoulders are quite safe from that. So yeah, these little things they really matter, and I should probably just make a video on it. Honestly, I should just make a video on like things that you should do as a beginner. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Really, it's key in on your form. Those were some stories of mine where fucking I should have got ahead of my injuries, but I kind of got behind them, and so it just cost you later. Joint pain is a real thing. I don't care. The people who say joint pain aren't a real thing are like skinny little shits. Like me, I was that skinny little shit who's just like, nah, man, I'll just fucking thug it out. Like, no, you can't thug it out. You need to fucking do what everyone did before you, which is get the form right, fucking do all the exercises properly, especially ones where like sensitive areas like the shoulders, like get those rear delt flies in. There's probably more, like I don't know, like you probably want to do. Oh yeah, probably warm up your wrist before as well. Maybe that's what probably was fucking up my That's probably a reason why my wrist. My wrist is kind of fucked up now while I was doing bicep curls. So I wasn't warming up my wrist properly. So warm up your wrist as well. And so just like do the proper warm up. It might take 2-3 minutes, and you just really want to get ahead of these fucking injuries because if you're behind them, you're fucked. And 2-3 months out of the gym is just so much progress lost. And you could have put on like I don't know. If you're a beginner, you could put on like 20 kilograms on your bench press, but now you can't because your like shoulders are fucked or some shit. So stay locked in, gang, and yeah, that's all I have for today.